no problem. No. That would take all day, man. Yo, can we start? Yeah. GladrapChannel. You wanna quickly? GladrapChannel. Yeah, with David, the Great White Light. Incredible performance. What are your immediate thoughts? Your immediate reaction to that?
He tried to throw me. He tried to bring his A game, and he did a bit. Yeah, that first round, when it came out southpaw, he kept switching a bit, but I got the hang of it. And man, all credit to Mose coming up 2 weight divisions and giving it his best. There were a couple of times early when he got me in the body that I thought, he could turn the tide of the fight. So, big credit to him. It was a good fight. It was awesome. That's all I can say about it.
You were saying when you saw him switch southpaw, I think that's probably the only round maybe he won, maybe the first round. Is that what sort of got you off the game plan a little bit?
A little bit, I go out and I like to establish my jab, and so the first thing he thought was to take my jab out and charge at me and load up his left hand and then try and suck me into a battle on the inside, which he was always going to probably win. So good plan, and he threw me a little bit, but I recovered. So.
Were you confident throughout the fight that you had this, you were going to win this? Was there any stage where you were sort of getting worried about what he was going to do next, or were you sort of confident throughout the whole fight?
I sort of knew he was going to slow down. He was trying to give me a tough pace to begin with. So if he could keep that up, then yeah, maybe, but I kind of knew he couldn't. So, I'm always keen to fight. I'm always going to put my heart on the line, so believe in myself. So, yeah.
What's it like when a fight is going? Come on, let's go. What's that like? Does that you say, come on, does that make you riled up a little more, or do you keep calm, collected?
Well, of course he wants me to run on the inside as he stands still, and so he can load up his shots. So, I was going to beat him with boxing, and that's what I did. So I wasn't going to. People do that to you all the time. So I was lucky. The mad Russian doing that to me in sparring all the time. I was just got used to it,
Because they try to bait you in, right? Is that the move? You try to sucker the guy in, you try and antagonize him?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
But Yeah.
You showed a lot of respect to Mose. You could tell, you were not underestimating him. When you caught him and when you rocked him, you didn't really pounce on him. Is that the respect? You know the caliber of the fighter?
Well, that was right at the end of the round, so I didn't really have an opportunity. And coming into the new round, and he's been knocked down. I don't know how many times, and then won the fight by knockout. I know Mose, and know your opponent. He knocked out his last opponent because his last opponent showed him no respect over on the Joe Parker undercard with Anthony Joshua, and that's why that guy lost by TKO, winning every round against Mose. So I wasn't going to be that chump.
Even though you were hitting him, he showed some good head movement. He was evading a lot of your punches. Is there anything you felt you could have improved on, or is there anything maybe you could have worked on a little better?
Yeah, I think I was throwing a lot of my shots a bit too long rather than stepping in, and right from the beginning I should have got my distance a bit better, and but it worked, and he threw me a bit, and I must say, man, I've seen him spar I don't know how many times, and he fights so much better, way more head movement and stuff than in sparring. Okay. He brings it for fights. He's a natural born fighter, and that's just why you can never underestimate him, and I'm just happy to come out with a win against him, to manage it, because that guy is a natural born fighter, man.
Just a little bit about the last round. He seemed to come as a different fighter. He went all out. Did you see the change in his momentum?
Yep. I knew he was going to do that. I knew he felt he had to. So I wasn't going to. I was going to tie him up or be away or do whatever, but I wasn't going to get in a war when I knew I had to fight. That was his only chance. And that's exactly what he did to the guy over in London. So, yeah. So
you had that in the back of your mind,
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Even, to be honest, even I did, because I was like, wait, don't jump on him. In my head, I was thinking,
Yeah, it was a tough fight, and then he to bring it out even more in the last round. But I think I won the last round just on the cleaner punches. So.
I think the scorecards had you winning all of the rounds. Except maybe the first one is in question, but man, you put on in a way you put on a class performance. You fought smart, you jabbed him well. That's what more can you ask for?
Yeah, man, I love boxing, and I love figuring out opponents and figuring out what's going on. And I've been hurt before, I've been in deep water before, and I've always managed to pull myself out. And that's why I love the sport, because you got to show a lot of you know, a lot of different things, different virtues and qualities to be able
You know,
to
I
do
can
that.
see you thinking in there. I can see you thinking. Like, you know, even when you're in the clinch, I can see you working out things. It's pretty cool to observe. Like, honestly, it's just cool to see a smart fighter.
Yeah, it is. It is a, you know, people think this is just two meatheads punching each other, but there's a lot to this sport. And this is why I love it. It's art, and yeah.
What did you think of his power anyway?
Yeah, he had a bit there, man. You know, and it's just, he's just relaxed. He's relaxed, and then he pounces into it.
Sorry, another question. You know, when you saw him turn southpaw, what does that happen to you? Like, are you in your head? Are you freaking out? Are you like, oh my god, I didn't prepare for this? Is that going through your head?
No.
4, 3. Enjoy your night now.
Last one.
Enjoy your night.
What was it again?
So I said, you know, when he changed his style, when he went southpaw, did that freak you out a little bit? Like, you know, to see him change his whole style?
I just knew that I couldn't overreact to it. I needed to, like, he switched it up on me and got on him, and he was going to win maybe the first round doing that, and I knew that because I hadn't prepared. And so he had a game plan. He came out, he did it well, he surprised me with it. So as long as I don't overreact and I just take my time, figure it out, I know I can get the, you know, 10 rounds, you know, it's 32 minutes of fighting. So.
Look, man, it feels like you're on the cusp of greatness, you know? It feels like you're on the edge of it, so it's like, it's cool to watch you, you know, overcome these fights.
Yeah.
So, dude, man, just keep doing your thing and, you know, yeah.
Well, I'm very glad. Thank you.
Totally, man. Yeah. So, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff, man.
Yeah, and a massive shout out to Matt Rose, my promoter, you know, just doing awesome stuff, making this all possible for guys in New Zealand, Aussie.
Does he call you up shortly, or?
Yeah, you know, we've got a good relationship. He's a good guy. You know, he's got Tim too, and obviously doing really well with him. So, yeah.
Dude, fantastic, man. Thank you. Thanks.